Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the del operator. So in the previous class we have covered the line, surface and volume integral with some suitable example. Okay, we have already covered this example and I have given some numerical to you also for the practice purpose. Okay, so here this is a solution for the given problem what I have given, I have solved in the previous session. Okay, so you can refer this for the solution. Okay, now today we are going to, you are also try to solve this question so that the over the closed surface of a sphere of radius this है ना, of radius b है एक closed surface का. Okay, so the radius is b, so your target is to solve the del contour of this or closed surface integral of ds is equals to 0. The solution is given here. You can refer this or you can also refer the Bhaguru book, right? Now today we are going to discuss about the del operator. Okay, and then we will discuss about the gradient of the scalar function. Gradient, what is the gradient and what is the gradient of a scalar function. Then we will discuss about the vector, gradient of vector also. Then we will discuss about the divergence. What do you mean by the divergence? And then divergence theorem, the proof of the divergence theorem. So in the incoming lecture or including today lecture, we are trying to understand these points, okay, one by one. So first thing, that is your the del operator. I'm starting from this. So you can say that the del operator is nothing but the del of del x into ax plus del of del y into ay plus del of del z into az. This is your del operator. This is the del operator given by del of del x ax plus del of del y ay plus del of del z az. This is the del. Okay. In the cylindrical coordinate system, from the equation, this rho is equals to x square plus y square. However, tan phi is equals to, already you know, y upon x. Based on this equation, you can find out the del of del x and del of del y. Okay, and then put the value here, and then you will got the del operator in the cylindrical coordinate system with like this. Okay, is it okay? In the spherical coordinate system, you know very well, r is equals to what? X square plus y square plus z square. However, tan theta, there are three terms. Tan theta is equals to root under x square plus y square divided by z, and I'm taking the separate sheet so that you can understand. In the cylindrical coordinate system, since first see, del operator in the Cartesian rectangular system is given by del of del x ax plus del of del y ay plus del of del z az, right? This is the first equation in the Cartesian coordinate, in the Cartesian coordinate, right? We will try to understand the gradient of a scalar. We will try to understand first gradient of a scalar, that is the delta v. Then we will try to understand the gradient of vector. Okay, then we will try to understand the divergence of a vector, that is del dot a. Then we will try to understand the curl of a vector, let's say curl of vector a, that is given by simply del cross a, right? And then the last remaining is the Laplacian equation, sorry, Laplacian, Laplacian, Laplacian of a scalar, and it is that second derivative of the del operator. So these are the some scalar function, let's say a, or scalar function v. If it is a v, then this is a scalar function v. Is it okay? Now, in the cylindrical coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system, how it is defined? Del operator is defined as a rho del of del rho, a phi del 1 upon rho del of del phi, plus Az del of del z. This is the del operator in the cylindrical coordinates, right? Now how it is derived? So simply it is derived, simply it may be derived by the equation, as you know that uh, wait a minute. So it is defined with the help of, you can say, del rho is equals to root over x square plus y square. However, tan phi is equals to y upon x, right? So you can find out the del of del x and del of del y and put all this value into the Cartesian value, that is the del of del x ax plus del of del y ay plus del of del z az, and you got like this. However, in the spherical coordinate system, in the spherical coordinate system, how it will find? It will be defined like this way. As you know that r is equals to root over x square plus y square plus z square. However, tan theta is defined as the x square root over x square plus y square divided by z, and tan phi is already defined y by x. Based on this, you know, you can find out the following function: del of del x, del of del y, and del of del z, right? You can find out this all this value, and then the del operator is defined like this: ar del of del r plus a theta 1 upon r del of del theta plus a phi 1 upon r sine theta del of del phi. So this is the del operator for the in the writing in the spherical coordinate system. A spherical coordinate system, right? Now we are coming to the gradient of a scalar. What is the gradient of a scalar, right? So we are trying to understand what is the this. I don't know why it is. Okay. So this is the Cartesian coordinate system. The del operator is defined. The del operator is defined in the cylindrical coordinate system, and this the same del operator is defined in the spherical coordinate system. We will try to understand these 3-4 values. Okay. What is the gradient of a scalar? What is the divergence of a vector? What is the curl of a vector? What is the Laplacian? So now we will try to cover the meaning of this, the gradient of a scalar function first. Then we will cover other, right? So for this purpose, what is the meaning of gradient? Okay. For this purpose, I'm taking this blank page so that you can understand in more better way. Okay. So the gradient of a scalar, I'm just covering the gradient of a scalar. So what do you understand by the gradient of a scalar? Can anyone tell me what is the gradient of a scalar? What is the meaning of this? Anyone?
Sir, it provide a normal vector of any function, sir.
Yes, normal. Okay, and anyone other?
So it provide the direction of highest slope.
Yes, both are
At
the
a
correct.
point.
Yes, both are the correct. So normal में थोड़ा सा उसमें मतलब this is not a complete statement, but the highest वाला थोड़ा सा उससे ज़्यादा correct है. Okay. So first statement I am just covering. I am just writing the statement of the gradient of a scalar. So it is written like this: the gradient of a scalar, the gradient of a scalar or scalar field, you can say the V, okay, is a vector, okay, that represents that represents both the magnitude and the direction of the, अभी एक स्टूडेंट ने बोला था, that is the maximum space rate of increase V. We will try to understand with the example. ठीक है, this is the statement of the gradient of a scalar. It represents vector quantity. It represents both. If it is a vector, then it means it has the magnitude as a direction, but the direction, it is the maximum space rate. It provides the maximum space rate. So how it will provide the maximum space rate, we will see in the few minutes. Okay, of increase V. Of increase V means, if let's say we have the, don't know why it is not happening. Let's say we have is my screen visible now to all of you? The screen is black.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so this is, let's say, the axis is Y, this is the X, this is the Z. Okay, and we have, let's say, three types of the volume we have already taken in. Let's say this one V, and this is the V1, and with some increment in the V1, let's say we have defined another surface or volume. This is the, let's say, V2. Let's say this is the V2, and this V2 is nothing but, you can say that V2 is equals to V1 plus delta V. In similar way, let's say we have the third surface like this one, okay, and let this is the V3 surface. Okay, so let's say we have the 2 points P1 and P2. P1 and this is the P1, and let's say this is the P2 point, and from the P1 P2, let's say this is the one line, okay, and the angle between this is, let's say, theta. We have taken theta. This is a G and this is the one angle. We are moving from P1 to P2 point, okay, and making this angle theta. So now we are trying to evaluate the difference in the field dV, difference in field dV between points, let's say P1 and P2, where V1, V2 and V3 are contours on which V is constant. Is there any problem? Is there any problem in this slide until? Can I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. मैं क्लास में हूँ, क्लास ले रहा हूँ. हाँ, करता हूँ. Okay, so now from the calculus point of view, we can write here, it is very simple. This dV, the increment in the this dV delta V is nothing but the change in the x, y, z coordinate all. So how it will change? It will be rate del V by del x with respect to dx. dx area में change हुआ. Similarly, we can write del V by del y in dV plus del V of del z into dz. We can write like this. And it is nothing, you can, with the help of some mathematical calculation, it is simply del V by del x into ax, del V by del y, ay, plus del V by del z, az, into, you can dot like that, dx ax plus dy ay, sorry, ay plus dz az. Can we write? Can we write like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for convenience, we can write that, let's say g. G is nothing but the del v by del x ax plus del v by del y ay plus del v by del z az. So this dv now becomes, you can write, and it is nothing but the dl. It is the dl vector. Yes or no? It is about dl vector. So we can write like this is the g, this will become g, this is the g, this one is the dl vector, and this is a dot. So we can write simply g dot dl vector, g dot dl vector, and it is nothing but the g dl cos theta, g dl cos theta, g dl cos theta. Yes or no? हाँ या ना? If I write theta, now वो स्क्रीन में चला गया. Okay, so now if dv is equals to, I have written g dot dl vector or g dl cos theta, then we can write dv by dl is nothing but the g cos theta. dv by dl is equals to g cos theta. Okay, so what is dl? What is dl? What is dl? Where dl is the differential displacement from P1 to P2. What is the theta? Theta, what is the theta? Yes, in the previous slide we have seen already. Theta is the angle between G and DL vector. Yes or no? G and DL vector. So now the question is dV by ये जो dV by DL है, when it is maximum, dV by DL is maximum when dV by DL is maximum when, please, maximum when, please
When
participate,
angle between
when
G and DL is 0.
when theta is equals to 0. Yes or no? Theta is equals to 0. It means both are G and DL are both collinear. Both are lying in the same direction. Right? Okay. So it means when DL vector is in direction of G, or it means both are collinear. So dV by dl is maximum only when both are the same direction. And same direction क्या है आपका? Same direction इसका normal, जो भी मैंने पिक्चर में दिखाया था आपको. It means dv by theta is equals to 0. Theta is equals to 0 मतलब दोनों collinear, और इसका मतलब है कि dn, that is the g. Okay, that is the g, right? So in this case you can write here. So what does that mean? It means it is very in the very simply in the simple say. Okay, wait a minute. So in other words, we can say here, I don't know why it's not clean. Okay, so in other word, I can say that in other word, we can say that the depth dv by dl is maximum when जो L vector है, that is a normal to the surface, whatever the g or what the v vector that is x y comma z is in the defined is equals to constant, right? जो कैसा आएगा dv by dl is equals to maximum is equals to g whatever. Yes or no? Yes or no? So in some book this del operator is written in the as a is read as a del, or sometime it is read as a nebula. It is read as a del, or some book it is referred as a nebula, right? If you have any problem you may ask, otherwise I will proceed further, right? So remember, points should be remembered like this. The gradient of any function, gradient of v, that is the del v, is equals to del v by del x ax plus del v by del y ay plus del v of del z az. So this is the we have to remember, right? I already have told in the in the cylindrical and spherical coordinate system, but point should be remembered, or you can say some should be keep in mind. What is that point? First point is it follow the this law del u plus, you can write the del v, right? It also follow the commutative law, addition law. It follows, there's a linear law, and you can say the u commutative law, this is a del u, okay, v plus you can say u del v, right? And third is the division में भी कह सकते हैं आप u cos v, so it is u del v minus of v del u divided by u square, okay? And if you differentiate del of v to the power n, so you can write n v to the power n minus 1 del of v, okay? So these are some points you have to keep in the mind. And other fundamentals, that is the note, and this note is very important. That is your first point, that is the you have to remember. First point is the magnitude of the gradient, the magnitude of the gradient, that is the delta v, is the equals, अभी मैंने बताया आपको, is the equal the maximum rate change in v per unit distance, okay? Second point we have remember del v at any point in the direction of, इसका डायरेक्शन किधर होगा, that direction maximum rate, जहां पर maximum rate of change in v होगा, maximum rate of change in v, okay? And third point we have remember del v at any point is, ये कौन सा डायरेक्शन है, that direction should be the perpendicular to the constant v, we have already seen constant v surface, right? Surface, okay? That passes through that point. You can see in the picture, okay? That's the p from p1 to p2, from point p1 to p2, right? Fourth point is also very important, the projection, or you can say component of delta v, that is the gradient v, in the direction of a unit vector a is nothing but the del v dot a, right? and is called directional derivative. Directional directional derivative of v along a. Remember, right? Right. So now I'm taking some numerical problems so that you can understand. I'm first taking the basic example and some numerical is also given you in the tutorial. Okay, just you can find out the assignment in the next week. Okay, and then you can solve also, or in the class, in the tutorial class. So first problem is the find the gradient of a scalar field that, let's say, f is x y z, and the instead of v here it is given the function f, right? And this function is 6x square yq plus e to the power z at the point p 2 comma 1 comma 0, right? It is given. So simple, you can find a solution, the gradient. Okay, so gradient of a scalar field this, so you can write del of del x of f, right, plus del of into ax plus del of del y of fy, ay plus del of del z of f into az, right? So del of del x, what is f? F is nothing but the 6x square yq plus e to the power z ax, right, plus del of del y of what? This is the same x, f x square plus yq plus e to the power z ay, plus you can write del of del z of 6x square yq plus e to the power z az, right? So based on this you can solve this. So it will come 12x yq ax vector plus 18x square y square ay vector plus e to the power z a z vector, right? So now you can put the value. Okay, that is the del f at point p, that is equals to 2 comma 1 comma 0. So you can put this value 2 1, x is equals to 2, y is equals to 1, and z equals to 0. So on this value, this will come 24 ax, okay, plus 72 ay, 72, this is 72 ay vector plus a z, right? Because e to the power 0 is equals to 1. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the nebula or the del gradient of the scalar, right? Is it clear? So next problem you can take like this one. Okay, find the gradient, find the gradient of a small r, where r is the magnitude of the position vector r vector is equals to rho a rho vector plus z a z vector in the cylindrical cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so you know r is equals to, this is the r vector is equals to given rho a rho plus z a z. So based on this you can find the magnitude also. This is the rho square plus simply z square. Okay, so this is written like this, z square to the power 1 by 2. You can find del r by d del rho, and you can also find del r by del phi. You can also find del r by del z. So इसको जब find करोगे, this will come row by row. Row by r, it will find 0 and it will be z by r. So now you can put this value del r, the gradient of r is nothing. You know that this is given by the formula in the in the cylindrical coordinate system. So put all this value in that equation, and you can find out the equation, right? That is your del r by del rho. Okay, del rho a rho plus 1 upon rho del r by del phi a phi plus del r by del z, sorry, del r by del z a z, right? So इसको आप put कर लीजिए. You can find out the value. All value you have, just put and find. Okay, so this is the problem. Okay, so I think the time is not lying. So it means we have gone through the gradient of a scalar field. I'm repeating once again. The gradient of a scalar field is a vector that represents both the magnitude and the direction of the maximum space rate of increase. This is the key point of the gradient value. Okay, so tomorrow we will start with the divergence. Okay, divergence of a vector field. Divergence of vector field. So before that, you can understand only this slide, vector calculus, so that we can start with the divergence theorem tomorrow. So it is a very simple formula given in your 12th or 11th in the vector calculus. So any df by dt, df by dt or df by ds is nothing but the increment in that function fs plus delta s minus fs divided by delta s, change in that function as limit tends to 0. Okay, so it is nothing but the first derivative. It is nothing but the first derivative, right? And as per the chain rule, you can apply chain rule. df by ds is equals to nothing but the df by du into du by ds. In similar way, df by dv into du by ds. We can write if it is the function of, if f is a function of us and vs. Okay, vs. So we can write this function using the chain rule, df by du into du by ds plus df by dv plus dv by ds, right? And it is nothing again in the partial derivative. This is the same differentiation, same function we can define like this. Del f by del u is nothing but the limit tends to 0, fu plus del u. Here v has kept constant, okay, and remaining same. And in the similar way, we can define the del f by del v also by limiting delta v tends to 0, f of v plus delta v, keeping u constant, okay, minus of u u comma v, right, and divided by delta v, like so. In this way, in this fashion, we can define both the value. So this concept will use in the divergence theorem. To it will be taught tomorrow, right, in the upcoming lecture. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. You are free to ask. Otherwise, I will stop.